Good morning, party people. Just wanted to do a quick review today. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day Wednesday, and I picked up my new books from my local comic shop. Figured I'd try out doing a review every week too. So I read quite a few books this week. This is the one I wanted to review. It's totally out there. Here we go. So today, for Thursday, May 18th, 2017, I'm reviewing Grrl Scouts Magic Socks. This is written and drawn by, I'm not going to say his name right because I have no idea what it is, Jim Mahfood? Sure, that sounds like his name. The only reason I even know this artist is because he did some of the Oni Press Clerks books, like the Kevin Smith stuff from a long time ago. And I have every, Kevin Smith thing that I can possibly find anywhere, so I'm familiar with him from that. Once I opened this, I was like, okay, this doesn't look like the same artist that I remember at all, but I'll have to dig out my Clerks books and look at them and see if it's resembles anything even close to that, because in my head it doesn't. It's like completely different artwork. Either way, we're going to let this book stand on its own merit. You can see that I got a variant cover here. This is one of the Spawn 25th anniversary covers the Image is doing right now. This is the black and white one. It's a really cool cover, I think. Now, so Grrl Scouts Magic Socks is it's a new series, but the characters exist. There was like a series before, just Grrl Scouts. This is like Grrl Scouts Magic Socks, but there was a Grrl Scouts series before this. I've never read it. I didn't know that. So I'll probably check those out because this, is interesting at least. So this follows the story of Gwen, Rita, and I think it's Daphne. I could be wrong. I hope not. And they used to sell weed or something in Girl Scout cookie packages or something like that, and they've split up and they all do their own thing now. But they were getting together for some reason. That wasn't really clear to me from what I remember. Why they were getting together. Either way, I think it's Daphne's cousin Josie was in an insane asylum because Daphne messed with her too much, when they were kids or something, and messed up her head. So she's in an insane asylum and she's getting out. So of course the first thing she does when she gets out is she's let's go kill Daphne. And she's got some henchmen with her, or whatever you want to call them, and they're gonna go find Daphne and kill her. And that's where the story begins. It's the first couple of panels. So from there we're just kind of gathering the team of the girls together, and they're running and there are hiccups along the way. That's really all for story-wise. Other than that, it's just, you look at this artwork, it's really cool artwork. It's a little hard for me to follow. It looks nice, but it's just all over the place. Once you have full spreads like that with all these panels, I couldn't even tell what was going on. It's just a little too chaotic for me, but it looks awesome. And this guy's a really cool artist, really original and really different. Just a little hard for me to follow, but there's some cool stuff in here. There's some really out there scenes. I don't know if I can get a good shot on this one. I texted this to my friend last night just to be like, what is this? If you read this panel right here, I'm not going to read it out loud, but you read it. That's a little strange to me, but whatever. To each his own. But it's cool. It's got some, some sketches in the back there that look pretty much exactly the same as the book to me. Little sketchbook and all that. It's cool. It's definitely really cool art. Really cool, different art. Story's just a little bit hard to follow in my opinion. So I guess if I... since I'm reviewing it, I'll do a 5-star system because that's the easiest for me. I think I would go 2.5. I'm halfway on this. It's definitely not horrible. It's interesting. It was just a little too hard for me to follow, and there was a little bit too much. I'm not gonna say too much, but there was like a lot of like cussing and saying weird stuff and drugs and stuff like that. And I'm perfectly fine with all that stuff. Like I said, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Like, I'm fine with cussing and drugs and stuff. But like, it didn't seem like I can't say earned, but like, it just seemed like it was just placed in there to be like, oh my gosh, like, it didn't really seem like that genuine to me, the writing of it. Either way, it's a cool book, and you should definitely check it out. It's definitely not bad by any means. It was cool. So I'm going to go 2.5 out of 5, 2.5 stars. And that's my comic review for this week, the week of 5/17/17. Check back next week. I'll have my new comic book haul from my local comic shop, and then I'll have another video review, and hopefully it'll be a little better and less shaky and stilted. So sorry about that. I'm still getting my bearings on this, so I'll be awesome soon, I swear. Give me a thumbs up or a comment. If you have to give me a thumbs down, then that's your deal. Go ahead. Constructive comments and criticism are more than welcomed, but just like hateful comments and stuff, please leave that off. It doesn't benefit anybody in any way. If I suck, then just don't watch it. That's what I do. Like, there's people out there, I'm watching stuff and I'm like, this really isn't for me. I'm not going to leave them a negative comment and be like, you belong in the 8th circle of hell because you tried to make a YouTube video that I didn't like. Just let it go, man. Move on to the next one. But if you have some constructive criticism, like, dude, your hair looks jacked up, you need to brush it, or you're take too long in between your words, or, whatever you want to say about me to let me know what I could do to improve